Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, December the 4th. I'll get this right at some point this morning. You listen to RadioFreeRadford.com. I'm Justin Staples with your forecast and daily weather announcer, and I hope you're doing well out there on this cold Tuesday morning. We are seeing our temperatures getting up to near 37 degrees today. We'll be seeing 37 degrees right now, up to 41 today with the mostly cloudy skies. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few chances of some snow showers and their flurries make our way across the mountain tonight as we have another cold front coming through the area. Again, same story tomorrow, but more sunshine than anything else for sure. Overnight lows will start near freezing with the winds out of the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. I know a lot of you all have just been so curious, what in the world is the weekend holding for? Well, looking at models and stuff this morning, still showing a strong signal potential of a winter storm that could be making an impact to pretty much the entire state of Virginia. It's looking like snowfall totals are still, that's still kind of irresponsible on my part. I'm not going to tell you how much we're getting. I'll tell you something completely different tomorrow. But anyway, we're going to get right into things here. This morning, I am joined by the manager of Radford men's hockey team. This morning, we'll be talking with him for a little bit. So first of all, good morning, and thank you for being here.
Hi, I'm glad I'm here, and my name's Garrett Ludwig, and I'm from Northern Virginia, and specifically Loudoun County, and my major is media studies, and I'm also an editor of Rock TV, like a video editor, so.
Alrighty, so first of all, what made you decide to get into hockey? Is this something you've had a passion about, or was it something you got asked to do, or how did it start out?
Well, I'm a fan of the Washington Capitals, let's go. Stanley Cup champs, and I've been a fan for about, I'd say, 3 years, and one of my family members said when you're in college, try to do some hockey, like ice hockey, because it's a lot of fun, great for working out, makes you feel like, it's just fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. During the club fair, I ran into some of the people from the Radford ice hockey team, and they seemed like really cool people, so I just went for it, and yeah, now I'm here. So.
Well, sounds like pretty an excitement from there, especially as a freshman. You never know what you're going to get your hands on to, like myself here, doing many different things. So, along with the line to that, has this been something you've been enjoying so far? Would you have not regret doing this, or what?
There's definitely a lot of enjoyment to it, and also traveling with the team is a lot of fun, and watching games because I'm like 2 feet away from the ice, so I see all of like the big hits and stuff and the goals. It's just, you really feel like the passion on the ice.
Right.
So
right. And so far, how many games have you all had so far, and about, I guess, estimating how many wins would you say?
So right now, we're at 12 games, I believe, maybe 11, and I'd say we've had some forfeit wins from some teams. I'd probably say I think we're 5-7 right now.
Okay, that's good. And then, so for places that you all travel, where are some of the places that you all been? I know recently they went up to Northern Virginia not too a while ago, but what are some other places that you've all been to?
We've been to VCU, and then recently, I wasn't able to go to this game, but we went to East Carolina University, so about a 5-hour trip. But we've also been to William and Mary. Okay. And let me pull up the...
That's fine, yeah. And, with this, a lot of people are, listening into this morning and saying, Radford has a hockey team? Because, it's got a part to say, yeah, we've got a hockey team. We've got so many winter sports, and, this is the time to get it up. While he's pulling that up information, I'm going to, talk about my experience with hockey. I've been to one hockey game, actually, matter of fact. And, I enjoyed it, but that's been many, many, many years ago. And that took place in Lynchburg. So now he's got a schedule up, so let's see.
So, yeah, William and Mary, we've been to High Point, and then Mary Washington. And we're going to be facing American, actually, 125 for our first home game.
Oh, wow.
Which is located... It's about an hour away in Vinnen,
okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely recommend coming out.
All right.
Supporting the Highlanders.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty cool event for sure. And how are the teammates? Like you're like almost like a family. It seems like you're like on the road about every other week, isn't it? Right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a cool, like a group of people, and there's definitely that the connection, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. And especially as young as you are as a freshman managing this team, it's got to be a little bit tough. I could imagine, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really cool that they even offered to make me like manager. So I tried actually playing, but it's hard hopping in hockey when you've never played it before in college levels. So
sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, especially y'all have got several more games coming up after the break and stuff, and they can go support you and everything of that nature. Now, if maybe somebody's listening and saying, "Wow, that sounds kind of cool," how can they get involved? Maybe contacting the hockey team. What can they do?
So you can contact Nick Hutchinson, or you can just go to the Radford Facebook page at Radford University Ice Hockey and Facebook message one of them.
Okay.
And you should be contacted to Nick Hutchinson.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty, sounds like a cool idea for sure. Alrighty, moving on along here, transitioning from sports back into a little bit of weather's interesting fact for sure. We got that potential winter storm coming up. Do you like the snow? Are you in for all that big snow stuff?
I am, yeah. I grew up in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
So that's definitely no snow. We actually have one snow day, surprisingly. I think it made a national television. But,
Well, I can imagine out there. They're like, "What snow? What is this stuff falling from the sky?" We're so used to, unfortunately, there have been so many wildfires out towards that area. So, but we're kind of grateful and thankful that we're not seeing that. But they're still cleaning up the processes of all those wildfires for sure. And yesterday it started Hanukkah for sure. And moving on along to some other lines, Christmas is coming up very soon. Are you ready for Christmas?
I am, yeah. It's finals week right now for me. Well, I have a lot of finals coming up earlier and also next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What is your most part about Christmas? Is the family, the food, sleeping, or
family?
Yeah.
It's good to see them. I'm kind of away from a lot of family all the way down here.
Yeah.
So it's cool, going back up and seeing them. But I've met a lot of people, which here, putting myself out there and. Pretty awesome stuff. So.
Yes, it sounds like for sure. And let's see if we can pull some stuff up. So obviously, the passing of our 41st president, George H.W. Bush, this weekend. And, I've been hearing so many good things about the guy. I've never personally met him, never met him before, but from what I've been hearing, he's been a very inspirational, patriotic character in the White House for sure. And, we wish that the morning of the law, kind of remember them and so forth like that for the Bushes for sure. And 8 months earlier, his wife passed away too. The First Lady, Barbara Bush, passed away for sure. So it's been not such of one of those difficult years, I guess, for that type of family. Christmas is now approaching, so we'll be thanking for them. And also, coming up, we'll give you a little bit of inspiration this morning. I would think everybody's wanting for that, for some quotes. I'll read a quote, and you kind of tell me your feedback about it. It says, quoted by Hans Christian Andersen, saying that every man's life is a fairy tale written by God's fingers. Any thoughts on that?
That's a nice quote, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure, indeed. And you gonna say?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, all right, and we always know there's a day for pretty much everything. There's been a day for a day. Probably, I kid you not, there's probably a national day of the day of the day. I don't know where it's at, but I'm sure there's one out there. So with this being said, we got a couple of them. We'll start off. Oops, I didn't realize I stopped recording on my phone. But anyway, we're going to wrap things up here this morning on this Tuesday. Stay warm, folks. While you're at it, follow us on Facebook at Radio Free Radford, Radio Free Ratty on Twitter, and on Instagram at Radio Free Radford. Follow RU Weather 1 for the latest weather information, especially for this upcoming winter storm. Corey and Dembo is coming up in about 15 minutes. We make it a great day and continue to listen to great hits on RadioFreeRadford.com.